The Graduate Realtor Institute is broken into 3 different sections. First one is the 100 series, which goes over basically running real estate as a business. It is a business.
Because in licensing and like the 63 hour, even the 45 hour, there's no how to. It's basically, I always tell people, it's how to stay out of jail and how to keep your license. That's really what they're teaching you. And those are not teaching you how to know people skills, sales efforts, marketing, customer service. Like, they don't touch on any of that, right? In the pre-license and post-license.
They don't. Yeah. They teach you, right? What most people will remember is the 43-560, right? 4 ladies driving 35 and a 60. That is how I memorized how many square feet there are in an acre. But yeah, I mean, they teach you those things, but they don't teach you actually how to do it, which is why once I got licensed, I was like, okay, great. I passed this exam. I'm licensed to sell real estate, but I don't know a contract. I don't know addendums. I don't know how to value anything. They don't even show you how to open a door. Some of these lock boxes are from the 80s, right? And some of them, what if you're in that rural area and they have an electronic lockbox and you don't have great service? Good times standing there with your buyer staring at you like, oh, you don't know how to open a door? So they don't teach you those things, but the GRI really went in depth as far as writing a business model, writing a marketing plan. What's your unique selling proposition? What are the other people in your industry, not to compare, but what are they doing right? What are they doing wrong? And what are you going to do for your business to go forward and to last? Because the harsh statistic is 70+% of licensed agents do not make it past their 2 years. And when I heard that stat, I looked around at all the other people in the class with me who were rookies, right? I was licensed under a year. And I said, well, I'm going to be here. What about you? There's no option. What do I need to do to move forward?
Yeah.
Then it went into a lot of law, right? Because staying out of jail and staying out of FREC are very important for anyone in business. And how to understand and how to interpret, because people don't know these 12 pages, what it means. We're supposed to. Right. As the realtor, we're supposed to know.
Yeah. That's the whole reason you're involved.
Right.
Help me step through this process. Help me understand what this addendum means or what this clause means, and keep me out of trouble.
Right.
That's what you're hired for.
And so the GRI was that one. The MRP, which is one of my favorites, the Military Relocation Professional. That was my second one that I earned. We live in an area, right? We have MacDill Air Force Base, and MacDill is also home to Central Command for the Middle East.
Yeah.
So we have a big military community for active and retired. A lot of people in the service, when they are looking for their exit strategy and it's time for retirement, they get to pick where they go. Why not Florida?
Why not where it doesn't snow?
Right.
Why not?
And, no state income tax. I mean, there's so many advantages to living here. Why not go where your money is a little bit stretched? Stretches a little further.
Speaking of MacDill, there's also a huge, Central Command's there, and so is Special Operations Command. They're there as well. And so that brings all branches from, it's not just an Air Force base at MacDill. Technically it's an Air Force base, but there's so much more going on there. And then there's such a big contingent of civilian contractors that work there too. So I've had a ton of clients in the past who have come through, made MacDill their last post, and then as soon as they're out, they're back in as a contractor. So it's still a great employment opportunity for them to be here, and because that's where the jobs are for that section
niche,
of the military, or the service.
And it truly, when I took that class and earned my little badge, I was so proud to be able to offer something to serve people who serve us. And being of service has always been in my blood. My father had restaurants. He served his community by way of the coffee cup and plate. I serve my community by way of the key, right? A key to homeownership or selling that key. And the military families don't always know. Having someone who, I may not understand exactly what they're going through, but I can empathize, and I have heart. I have family members, and my broker is even retired military. And a lot of my personal friends are military active or retired. They need people who are going to act on their behalf and truly serve them, and then explain to sellers, when I work with sellers, the VA loan gets a bad rap. I personally love it. I think it's the best loan out there. It's the only loan that's guaranteed. You know,
It's a great loan.
and
Qualification, loan size, no income requirements, aggressive approvals. It's a great loan.
and in the event that something goes wrong with that appraisal, right? They can second guess it. The appraiser says, "Hey, I don't think this is going to look good." So you do Tidewater. And then even after that, the buyer can recommend a re-estimate, even if that doesn't come back. I don't know any other loan product that gives you your first chance, your second chance, and a third chance to make it happen.
Yeah.
So being able to serve people who serve our country is, again, near and dear to my heart.